on mixed signals. You pull me close, they need a little room to breathe. You'd say my name like it was something you protect, then go 3 days without a word and act like nothing was something I was ever meant to expect. I learned to read the spaces in between your sentences. I learned that warm and cold could live inside one day. You gave me just enough to keep me from the door, then just enough ambiguity to stay. I've been trying to decode a language with no grammar. I've been reading into silences for signs. I know the ones who keep you wanting without giving, built on mixed signals, drawn in crooked lines, built on mixed signals. Never yes and never no, on mixed signals, just enough to keep me guessing. Everywhere I go, built on mixed signals. You gave me heat, then left me in the cold. Built on mixed signals. You wrote in pencil what I needed etched in stone. I built a whole foundation out of almost, on every maybe and every hand that pulled away. Built on mixed signals, and I stayed. I tried to read the pattern backwards for an answer. I've laid the evidence out flat across the floor. A text at midnight and the silence through the morning. A door I've opened and still technically a door. I stopped believing that the next move would be clear. I stopped expecting that the signal would go straight, but something in the frequency keeps pulling, and I've been torn to you at every different stage. I've been trying to decode a language with no grammar. I've been reading into silences for signs. I know the ones who keep you wanting without giving, built on mixed signals, drawn in crooked lines, built on mixed signals. Never yes and never no, on mixed signals, just enough to keep me guessing. Everywhere I go, built on mixed signals. You gave me heat, then it left me in the cold. Built on mixed signals. You wrote in pencil what I needed etched in stone. I built a whole foundation out of almost, on every maybe and every hand that pulled away. Built on mixed signals, and I stayed. Don't get clear, don't get clear, don't explain the frequency, just let me find my own signals. Built on mixed signals. Maybe that was always all this ever designed to be. I've learned to live inside a sentence with no period, to make a home at the edge of something unsaid. I furnished all the rooms of the unfinished with the things I needed from inside your head. You gave the gift of neither and I took it. I framed the blurry edges like they were the art. I became fluent in your hesitation and built a life inside the maybe of your heart. I've been building in a space that has no blueprints. I've been living in the draft of something real. I know the ones who keep you in the revision. The ambiguity of you is all I feel. The ambiguity of you, the warmth and the withdrawal. The ambiguity of you, the open and the close. The ambiguity of you. I've been the faithful student of everything gestures. I've put the maybe somedays in the frames. I've made a kind of peace with living in the undecided, in the space between your mixed and unmixed flames. I stopped expecting that the draft will turn to something finished. I stopped waiting for the sentence to complete, 'cause something in the unresolved became familiar, and I've been living in the draft on this same street. I've been building in a space that has no blueprints. I've been living in the draft of something real. I know the ones who keep you in the revision. The ambiguity of you is all I feel. The ambiguity of you, the warmth and the withdrawal. The ambiguity of you, the open and the close. The ambiguity of you. I've been a faithful student of everything you almost showed. The ambiguity of you was more than enough to keep me building. The ambiguity of you was warmer than the clearest thing I'd known. I built a whole life inside your question marks, inside every unfinished thing you handed me to hold. The ambiguity of you became my whole dark revising point. Was never really written, just let the draft finally be released. The ambiguity of you. Maybe I was always the one who chose to call the question peace. There's a version of the story where it adds up right, where the things you did on purpose mean you meant them. But I've been counting backwards through 100 nights, and the song keeps coming back to something broken. You touched my arm like I was something worth a care, then disappeared for days without an explanation. I gave the touch a weight you never meant to give, and built a whole arithmetic around the sensation. I've been solving for a variable that shifts. I've been working within an equation that won't close. I know the ones who let you feel like you're the answer. Almost counted, almost, but nobody knows. was counting. You said you cared and disappeared for 3 weeks running. You said I met her right before you went to sleep. You held my gaze like I was something to remember, then treated memory like something you don't keep. I know you meant it in the moment that you said it. I know the feeling was as real as feeling gets, but feelings have a way of being true and temporary, and you were both things, and I can't forget. I've been living with a contradiction and I can't settle. I've been holding to true things that can't both fit. I know the ones who love you and don't stay around for loving both things true, and I've been falling in the split. Both things true. You meant it and you also left me. Both things true. I felt it and it wasn't quite enough. Things true. And somewhere in the middle of the contradiction is where I felt things true. You wanted me and also wanted your own distance. Both things true. You were one and also built a runaway. I built a whole belief out of your contradictions, out of every real thing that was so incomplete. Both things true. That's where I sleep. I've reconciled the warmth with all the absence. I made a kind of peace with being temporary real. I know you didn't plan the inconsistency of wanting. It just arrived and left the way the feelings feel. I stopped expecting that the two would find alignment. I stopped waiting for the contradiction to resolve, but something in the knowing that you meant it kept me spinning like a question with no solve. I've been living with a contradiction I can't settle. I've been holding to true things that can't both fit. I know the ones who love you and don't stay around for loving both things true, and I've been falling in the split. Both things true. You meant it and you also left me. Both things true. I felt it and it wasn't quite enough. Things true. And somewhere in the middle of a contradiction is where I felt both things true. You wanted me and also wanted your own distance. Both things true. You were one and also built a runaway. I built a whole belief out of your contradictions, out of every real thing that was all so incomplete. Both things true. That's where I sleep. Don't resolve it. Don't pick one or the other. Just let both things exist and then release. Both things true. Maybe I was always two true things myself, and neither one at peace. There's a line between affection and a habit, between returning and just not quite leaving yet, between the warmth that means you wanna be here and the warmth that is you want to but not quite left. I've been walking that line watching for the signal, some definite weight on either side, but you were only ever walking down the middle, and I've been walking parallel beside. I've been standing with one foot on either side. I've been balancing on something with no edge. I know the ones who live along the middle fine line, and I've been standing on seconds just to be shorter than yesterday. I stopped expecting that the line would widen. I stopped believing it would ever choose a side. Somewhere on the narrow thing between us, I found a place that barely fit and tried to hide. I've been standing with one foot on either side. I've been balancing on something with no edge. I know the ones who live along the middle fine line, and I've been standing on the ledge. Between the staying and the leaving, between the real and the routine, and you have walked it with such precision, like you always know what every fine line means. You kept it thin enough to read it either way. You kept it close enough that I could touch both sides. I built a whole interpretation out of balance, out of every almost that was balance on its edge. Fine line is where you live. Stop walking down the middle of the thing. Just step to one side or step away. Fine line. Maybe I was always the one who drew it and kept it in place. Fine line is where you live. Fine line is where you live. Monday you were close enough to change the temperature. Tuesday you were somewhere I could not locate. Wednesday you were back with something close to warmth, and by Thursday you've had reset back to blank. I've been checking the thermometer, your attention, learning how to dress for any kind of sky. You could be a heat wave and a cold front in one morning, and I kept on getting dressed to satisfy. I've been layering up for weather that won't settle. I've been caught without a coat more times than not. I know the ones who run and rotate in temperatures, hot and gone, and I've been living in the plot. Hot and gone, the warmth arrives and then retreats. Hot and gone, and in between I'm always unprepared. Hot and gone, the only weather pattern I've been given is that you were there. Hot and gone, you close the distance then reopen it by morning. Hot and gone, you give me summer then remember it was fall. I built a whole wardrobe around your weather patterns, around the forecast of your presence and your absence in a day. Hot and gone is all you say. I've tried to find a trigger for the warm fronts, the sequence that would guarantee the heat. I've run experiments in timing and in phrasing, looking for the variable that makes the system repeat. I stopped expecting that the temperature would hold. I stopped believing that the warmth was something real. But every time the cold arrived, you'd follow. What's enough degrees to make me stay and feel? I've been layering up for weather that won't settle. I've been caught without a coat more times than not. I know the ones who run on rotating temperatures, hot and gone, and I've been living in the plot. Hot and gone, the warmth arrives and then retreats. Hot and gone, and in between I'm always unprepared. Hot and gone, the only weather pattern I've been given is that you were there. Hot and gone, you close the distance then reopen it by morning. Just a trickle light, the season just dark. I held the warmth because I needed something real. I kept my hands around the ember of your spark. You watched me warming up and didn't say a word. You let the heat establish what your mouth refused. I became a person living for the signal and every ambiguity I could use. I've been watching for a fire in every window. I've been following the smoke to find the source. I know the ones who light the match and act like winter. Single fire burning, keeping me off course. Single fire burning, never meant for navigation. Single fire burning, just enough to make me run. Single fire burning, and I've been chasing smoke. And signal fire, you lit it knowing I would follow every flicker. Signal fire, you let it burn just long enough to pull me in. I built a whole direction out of your light, out of every glow that felt like it was meant for me. Signal fire, where have you been? I've tracked the pattern of your warmth across the months. The times you'd glow and times you'd pull the curtain down. I've navigated by a light that keeps on moving. Built a home around a fire in the ground. I stopped expecting that the signal would stay steady. I stopped believing that the smoke would clear the flame. But something in the burning kept me walking, and I've been walking towards your fire all the same. I've been watching for a fire in every window. I've been following the smoke to find the source. I know the ones who light the match and act like winter. Signal fire burning, keeping me off course. Signal fire burning, never meant for navigation. Signal fire burning, just enough to make me run. Signal fire burning, and I've been chasing smoke. And signal fire, you lit it knowing I would follow every flicker. And signal fire, you let it burn just long enough to pull me in. I built a whole direction out of the eye, out of every glow that felt like it was meant for me. Signal fire, where have you been? Stop burning if you're not a beacon. Just let the smoke finally go thin. Signal fire, maybe you were never anything but smoke. I invented in the wind. Replay the conversation, looking for the line where no became a maybe and a maybe something more. You laughed too long at everything I said in passing, and left your jacket on the back of my front door. I know the difference between holding back and leaving, but you were doing something neither one describes. You kept the window cracked enough to let air through, but never opened up for me to climb. I've been standing in a doorway with no handle. I've been waiting for a signal that comes clean. I know the ones who speak in permanent suggestions. You never said no, you just said everything between. You never said no, you just said maybe in my direction. stopped translating what your silence chose to me. But the in-between became a place I started living in the space of all the things you left unseen. I've been standing in a doorway with no handle. I've been waiting for a signal that comes clean. I know the ones who speak in permanent suggestions. You never said no, you just said everything between. You never said no, you just said maybe in my direction. You never said no, you let the silence do the work. You never said no, and somehow that's the thing that hurts. You never said no, you just kept rearranging the distance. You never said no, you let the world do all the talking for you. I was building something out of your permission, out of every door you left unlocked for me to try. You never said no, and I kept asking why. Don't say yes now, don't correct the record, just let